refuses to acknowledge that you know it was him. Hello, governor.
All right, here we go. Oh, dang. Look at everybody. We got Malfagor and Steven's back. I don't have to add him in Discord right now. What happened at the end of our last episode, you guys?
Hilda!
Zephyr. Let's find out. It's been a week, so we need a little refresher. Autocorrect. Uh-huh. All right, where's my crew of people? Where is my crew of people that have not played before that are going to assist me with the escape rooms? All right, I need Tragedy Ann, Ja, Mars, all of you guys to the front of the line, please. Zephyr, if you stick around. M-Man. Yeah, this is that puzzle game that I'm really bad at. Yeah, Pablo's a spoiler, but you're there to catch me in case if I start falling. Jive Turkey. Welcome back. My favorite turkey ever. Look at this. Okay, so it's coming back to me. Last stream, we got to this, right? And it asked me for a password and we didn't have enough information for it. Then, we were curious to see what would have happened if we betrayed Luna. And it didn't end well, because Tenmyoji just carried the child that had 9 on his bracelet out of the 9 door, and then we died. Now, if I remember correctly, we just found Luna and Alice dead at the same time. Very similar storyline to what happened in this route, but Alice died and then Luna died quite a bit later in that storyline. This time they died simultaneously, and I would like to add, Luna was not able to vote as a result of being dead. So I'm not really sure how that's going to change what's going on, but we're gonna take a look. Five minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. I took a deep breath and unlocked the AB room. No matter how hard I looked for answers, all I found were more questions. Who had killed Alice and Luna? Where was Cork? Yikes, Pablo. I wasn't in any kind of mood to play along with Zero's ridiculous games, but at this point, I didn't really have any choice. I heaved a silent sigh and started toward the entrance to the AB room.
Sigma, what would you say to voting ally? I would reciprocate, of course.
Oh, right. What happened this time? Me and Alice went through the door with Kay.
You have 5 BP. If we both ally, then you will gain 2 points, leaving you with 7 in total. Should you also cooperate mutually in the following round, you would gain another 2 points, bringing you to 9.
Where did we go back to? Okay, so basically what happened was we went back to this, in this route, Alice and I went through the door with Luna. In this route, Alice and I went through the door with Kay. Now, the main difference here is that Alice and Luna died at the same time. In this route, Alice died. We had a lot more novel, more voting. We had the whole Ambidex game, and then Luna died. In this one, they're both dead before the Ambidex game, so I don't really know what that's gonna impact. Also, the pairings are slightly different because we are with Kay this time. And certainly the path split is gonna be if we side with Kay or betray him. Okay. Why?
Conversely, if you were to choose to betray me during this round, you would gain 3 points, for a total of 8.
I got pretty good today. I got like a little extra for coming back to the game. I did do 2 random summons, but I got 2 3-star weapons, and I was like, ah, yes.
In other words, you will be unable to reach 9 BP until the round following this one.
I saw that Mona was on a banner, and I was like, oh, neat. And then that other girl who I don't really like how she looks, apparently she's busted, so I was like...
That being the case, choosing Ally is the most logical choice.
True, but how many points do you have?
Me?
As I recall, you and Clover chose Betray in the first AB game. That means you should have 6 BP right now. If you betray me and get another 3, you could get all the way to 9 this round.
Ah, yes, that is true. However, escaping as soon as possible is not my goal.
Oh, wait a minute. This is actually kind of a big point. Do we trust Kay?
I don't know.
Steven?
That was in the interest of my own safety. As I only had 3 points at the time, the prospect of losing 2 of them was very unsettling. Now that I have 6 BP, I have some room for error.
I don't know if I buy this. Why wouldn't you want to get out of here as soon as possible?
Of course I would like to, but attempting to do so would be unwise.
K is the letter of the alphabet that you trust the least. Ja? True, K does also stand for Kevin. Maybe it's Kevin inside that armor. The monk. You trust K more than J, call out.
Isn't it obvious? If I escape on my own, everyone else will be trapped here forever.
True, like in the bad ending where we died. Huh? Ja, Jenny. Yeah, I just had a calculating moment.
Have you forgotten what Zero told us?
The number 9 door only opens once! Once that happens, it's all over! It'll close for good after 9 seconds, so if you're not careful, you can get stuck.
I trust you remember now?
So if someone opens it and escapes...
Precisely. Did you not realize? Perhaps I shouldn't have said anything.
Hey, don't tell me you're planning just to leave us all in the lurch and take off by
I would
yourself.
never do that. Consider the following. If I did manage to get to 9 points before anyone else, do you think the rest of our companions would allow me to leave? Especially knowing that if they did, they would remain here for the rest of their lives?
Well, no, of course we'd stop you.
You see?
Oh!
working toward leaving as a group is the most logical choice for me.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Our time is nearly up.
Wow, it's so much fun!
I have this deep feeling that if we ally with Kay, it's going to be a very quick bad end. And I don't know if that's because I think Kay is gonna betray us, or because something else bad is going to happen. What you got there, Kev?
I trust you will choose wisely.
Yeah, of course. You too. What do we do? I think we're gonna ally first, just to see what happens on this ending.
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Kay made a compelling argument, but I still had to make my choice. Would he really choose ally? If I choose ally and he chose betray, he'd have 9 points and I'd have 2. Still, even if he did have 9 points, he might not try and escape right away. The question was, how much could I trust him? How much could I give a man whose face... How much trust could I give a man whose face I'd never seen?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh! Yeah, Steven, I was just thinking about that. I'm like, should we just always choose ally first? But I feel like if I was going with my gut instinct, I would pick betray here because I don't trust Kay enough. Ally, we trust? Are you sure we do? We don't trust Luna, and you trusted her too much. What? No, Luna did nothing wrong. Except be a sweetheart and die. Quick, you only have 1 second. Ally. Alright, if we get betrayed by Kay, this is literally Mars's fault.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening. Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
Scared.
I'm scared.
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
Is this my fate?
See that? Alice is already dead. Alright. Alice and Luna are both already dead in this route. You see? We don't trust Kay.
Points have been assigned.
We're gonna learn something,
or subtracted
right? This is a learning
accordingly.
experience about Kay, but he is not to be trusted.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
I like this song when it plays because it means you just got like somebody did something fucking shady. What?
So you did indeed choose Ally.
You tricked me.
I apologize.
Sigma! You fucking idiot!
You know what? No, I'm going with my gut from now on. This is the last time you had to do this to me.
Now Kay's got 9 points thanks to your stupid ass.
But he's not gonna just leave us.
I apologize for taking further advantage of your trust, but I will be leaving.
What? Before we could react, Kay slipped past us with the speed and agility that belied his size.
Bye now.
In the blink of an eye, he was standing in front of the number 9 door.
Kay! God damn it! Wait, you son of a bitch!
He didn't give any sign that he'd heard Dio, just grabbed the lever and pulled it down. Yeah, thank you, Anne.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, Axe God is about to get locked in here for the rest of her stupid life, and she's smiling.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Why did you do it? I trusted you, Kay.
The answer is obvious.
We still trust? No!
2, excuse me, 3 people have already been murdered. If I remain, I place myself in greater danger. A simple decision, really. I'm sure you would have done...
God damn it, Kay.
I apologize. I do intend to contact the police as soon as I have escaped. Now then.
Kay, wait! You didn't even turn around. Meanwhile, guys, what was that? 5 minutes ago. I believe it was a quote from a wise Hank Tom.
The number 9 door has closed.
I think it was something like, if we ally with Kay, we're gonna get a bad end very quickly.
This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
He's gone.
Damn it! This is all your fault, Sigma! There's no point to blaming him now.
Yeah. It's not like we can open that door again.
The smile.
Ah, damn it!
No, this isn't right. This can't be right. We stood there in silence, staring at the door. How are you gonna make the face? Steven, it's like this. that's how she does it.
I can't do this.
The only exit to the outside world now closed forever. Our only chance of escape now was to hope Kay would keep his word and contact the police. Alice Luna, the old woman, who had killed them? And where had Cork gone? There were questions we still hadn't answered, but we had plenty of time now. Perhaps we still would. I will admit, a little part of me likes that we got, like, the shorter, shitty game over option first. Because now we can choose to betray him, and then confront his ass when he picks betray. Give us some answers, Kay.
I'm so excited.
Alright, here we go.
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
That's not a true game over. He was gonna call the police for you. What a stand-up guy. Kay had made a compelling argument, but I still had to make my choice. Would he really choose to ally? If I had chose ally and he chose betray, he'd have 9 points and I'd have 2. Still, even if he did have 9 points, he might not try and escape right away. The question was, how much could I trust him? How much trust could I give a man whose face I'd never seen?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's no way Kay can be the imposter twice in a row. Just like our friend E... Pardon-moi.
Pardonnez-moi.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
Fuck you, Kay.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening. Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
They both chose betray. So, wait a minute. Cork has 9 now. Oh, fucking hell. Are we gonna get a... Oh, no.
God of Chaos is enraged!
So Clover had to betray for the same reason that Kay had to betray.
God of Chaos is enraged!
Oh, thanks, Chris. And also Dio, right? Dio had 6 points. So if Clover had chosen ally and they chose betray, then Dio would have 9. Hey, Cash. So, wait a minute. The Phi Dio Clover thing makes a lot of sense. I wonder if there's a clue here. Like, Luna had to die because Luna was a solo. And if a solo or anybody dies, their vote defaults to ally. So if you know that the other person in your group is gonna ally, all you have to do is betray, and it's easy 3 points. Which, by the way, that would point to Cork murdering both Alice and Luna. Or at the very least, it points to Cork murdering Luna, in my opinion.
Destruction. Answer my call.
Alright, let's see what happens. I can't wait for them to blow up Kay. And now the song, the You Fucked Up song is back. This is gonna be added to our Epic 7 playlist. So you picked Betray.
Leading to a draw, it would seem.
You don't feel bad about it or anything?
I could ask the same of you.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's fair. No, it's not. You had more to gain from that situation than we did. We just did it to prevent you from being shitty.
I had thought that you would choose ally.
If I had, then you'd have 9 BP right now, wouldn't you? Nice try, but I'm not gonna let you get out of here that easily.
As I told you before, even if I were to reach 9 BP, I would not necessarily leave immediately.
Oh, don't even give me that. We literally played this out. Yeah, this is not...
I might choose to wait until everyone else had also reached 9 BP.
Yeah, get him, man. Get his ass.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Then you do not trust me. No need to apologize. Trust must be earned in a game like this.
Here's the thing. You do not trust me. Well, I also know that you would have betrayed me and not felt bad about it.
The situation is critical.
Says the guy who told me to trust him so he could betray me. I think this might be my favorite K pose ever. And the eyes are all giddy.
Indeed. Clearly, I don't deserve to be trusted.
I don't deserve to be trusted, he says. The honesty is refreshing, but that's really not the brightest move.
So you chose Betray too, huh? You just picked Ally out at 9 BP right now.
Why on earth would I have
Hey,
done
White
that?
Beast! Oh, she's doing that. I usually hate anything that's, say, but like this. I love more thriller and I love it. Yes, this game is super, super thriller, and I love that. It's the same thing that I loved about Danganronpa. Oh yeah. Oh, you usually hate anything scary. Yes, this game is, the way I would describe it is suspense. And I like suspenseful things. Because it, first of all, it gets a reaction out of me. And second of all, it keeps you on your toes. And this game, the writing in this game is very good. You know, this isn't like Redacted. You have the bad voice acting. Hate horror but love thrillers, yep. That's me.
There's no way Clover would have chosen Ally when you had a chance to betray her and get to 9BP.
Like, I could play games like this all day because they're just so interesting.
Are you an idiot or something?
Damn, Clover. I mean, Axe God.
Bunch of smartasses.
So you chose Betray?
Of course.
God of Chaos is enraged!
Luna's bracelet is already off.
We know the murder weapon is the shot put ball. Image
No risk of penalty for her now.
That brings Quark's BP up to 9.
Are you worried that he might try and get out?
Well, if he were to do so, the rest of us would be trapped here.
Bet you're all pretty happy he isn't here right now, aren't you?
So, okay, here's what I'm wondering. Are we just gonna get a replay through of the bad end where Tenmyoji tries to sacrifice all of us so that Quark can get out? Because that's like essentially the exact same situation in this storyline. Whoa, nobody's saying that.
Yeah, maybe you aren't saying it, but I know what you're thinking.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as we want, huh? Then that means we can play the AV game over and over using these
Interesting.
star keys, right?
So it would seem.
All right, well, where do we find them?
She looks so fucking crazed.
Beyond the next set of chromatic doors.
Oh? You found them already?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you guys. Take a look at the map. There are 3 white doors in floor B warehouse.
White doors, huh? Maybe that's where Quark went. The warehouse on floor B, you said?
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get through them until they open. We've still got more than 80 minutes until that happens.
Damn.
We will need to form groups of colors that can make white.
Time we had a look at all our colors then.
Yeah, it looks like they've been shuffled around again. Looks like I'm a blue solo.
I'm a magenta. Pear.
Wait a minute, has Sigma ever been a solo yet?
As am I.
You and me, huh? Better than Dio, I guess.
Say something.
What color are you?
I'm a green solo. What's with the sigh?
Forget about it.
Well, Dio is a solo, and he's 3 points from winning, which means he's going to pick Betray. What about you two?
Cyan, pear.
I'm a cyan pear, too.
Alice and Luna's bracelets have changed as well. Both of them are yellow pairs.
Then what color is Quark?
He's a red solo. In order to open the white doors, you'd normally need, say, red, blue, and green.
But solos can't group together, right?
That's why the pairs are magenta, yellow, and cyan. Magenta is a mix of red and blue. Yellow is a mix of red and green. Cyan is a mix of blue and green. So if you combine magenta with green, you get white. And so on.
I see.
Okay then.
Pika, just the game will figure that part out for you. Just sit back and watch.
We just need to get to the floor B warehouse when the doors open, right? I'll be taking off then.
Basically, you're only allowed to go through these doors. The premise of the game is they're all locked in this mysterious warehouse. And they're being told that they have to essentially solve puzzles and get the numbers on their bracelets to 9 via this thing called the Ambidex game, where they vote to ally or betray with one another, and there's a whole like point system. So basically, you're trying to find out who locked you in here, why they did it, and who the Zero person is. Zero is the person that's like running the game.
Anywhere that isn't here. Hanging out with a murderer doesn't sound like a good time to me.
The guy who insists on splitting up is usually the first to bite it.
What?
Well, then again, loners often turn out to be killers.
Just what are you getting at, old man? You think I kill him?
Well, maybe, maybe not. But you're pretty damn suspicious.
You trying to start something, you wrinkled old piece of...
Hey, knock it off. We don't actually know one of us is the killer, do we?
We have no evidence of that, no. But we do know that Zero Senior is one of us. And there is an excellent chance that Zero Senior and the killer are one and the same.
Then why did he kill Alice and Luna now? If Zero Senior wanted any of us dead, he could have done it he could have done it way before this. While we were, I don't know, unconscious, for instance. What's the point of setting up this whole game just to kill off 2 of your participants halfway through?
Wait, then are you saying there's another person in here somewhere?
No, I'm saying one of us killed to better their odds at getting out. It's possible. I think it might be a good idea for us all to look for the killer.
Well, we gain nothing by standing around here.
Yeah. I've got to find Quark, and soon.
If we're going to search, we should go in pairs this time.
How are we gonna pair up then?
I'm not going with Kay. If he decides he feels like snapping me in half, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it.
I'll go with anyone besides Dio.
I don't want to go with Dio either.
Ah!
Fine. He's hardly my first choice, but I'll take Dio.
What the hell?
Just figured that this way we don't have to make this into a huge argument.
Also, aren't they paired for the next one?
Besides, I'm gonna be stuck with you once we go through the chromatic doors anyway. No reason to put it off.
I will go with Sigma.
Oh. Kay is gonna fucking kill us.
Would you prefer someone else?
Yes. No, I guess you're okay.
That leaves me and Clover as a pair then.
Yep.
Oh wow, Tenyoji and Axe God. Looks like we're all set.
We'll take the cyan door on floor A and the blue door on floor B.
Alright? Clover and I'll take the magenta door and the red door.
That leaves us with the yellow and green doors then. Once we're all done, let's meet in the floor B warehouse, alright?
Got it.
See you later then.
Oh yeah, we are 100% gonna get killed by Kay.
I'm scared.
Why is this music happening right now? Why are you crying, Steven? Anxiety! There's no one in the infirmary. Infirmary, Bob. Stop it. No cork and no killer, at least as far as I can see.
Well, there is someone here. Technically, at least. The old woman.
Oh yeah. She was lying silently on the bed furthest away from us. If it weren't for the bloodstains on her chest and arm, her peaceful expression would have fooled most people into thinking she was just asleep.
Interesting.
The blood had dried and darkened, and now looked like any other stain. Hey, Blackbird. That was when I noticed it. Oh my god! She had a bracelet! That means somebody's an imposter!
Oh no.
Yeah, Pika, this is like a murder mystery extravaganza. Oh my god! Kay is clearly the imposter, so we're not trusting him anymore. Is that what I'm hearing? Mars bars? Oh my... I honestly feel like any of them... Everybody seems suspicious in this game. In my opinion, except for Luna. I really don't think Luna was a bad person. And I'm pretty sure we have to trust Fi, too.
Homicide.
And Alice keeps dying, so I really don't think it's Alice. But, like, it could be. Dio was hiding a murder weapon in his hat. Or somewhere. Was it a shot put ball? Anyway. Wait a minute, look at her wrist.
It seems remarkably clean.
Yeah. For some reason, there's no blood on this part.
Maybe she had something on her wrist. A watch, perhaps.
A watch?
Yes, it was likely removed after she was killed. That would account for the lack of blood splatter on her wrist.
A watch, huh? I don't know, it just looks like it was kind of wide for a watch. Wait. Okay, who has a really freaking good memory here? When the whole party addressed Zero, and Zero looked at everybody, there was one person that when they spoke up, he went, "Who the hell are you?" I'm pretty sure it was Kay. Someone's Junko.
Oh my.
Aren't women's watches usually thinner?
You raise a good point.
In other words, aren't men's watches thicker?
Perhaps it was some kind of jewelry?
Jewelry? You mean like a bracelet or... Of course! Why didn't I see it sooner? This is the same size and shape as our bracelets. Look, it's exactly the same width.
Now do you
Then
understand?
that would mean
She was wearing a bracelet when she was killed. She was a participant just like us. Hey, Taps.
Are you sure? This old woman, a player in the nonary game.
Okay. Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing.
Everything is wrong.
If you're correct, then where did the thief hide the stolen bracelet? We were quite thorough during our earlier search.
On their own wrists.
But I know that I saw nothing, and none of the others reported finding a bracelet either.
Then that means they've been holding onto it this whole time. They probably still got it.
That would seem likely.
No, wait. If they'd been carrying it around, the sensors in the chromatic doors would have picked it up. Without the right combination of bracelets, the secondary door would never have opened.
So our suspect is not only a killer and a thief, but a skilled imposter as well.
It's probably Cortex. What are you saying?
After killing the old woman, they put on her bracelet. In fact, it is entirely possible they are wearing it still. Yes, that would make sense.
So the killer's running around with the old woman's bracelet.
Yes.
A triple threat. And you're telling me they're probably wearing it?
Correct. Do you remember what Zero Jr. told us? Something about how the bracelet will come off if the wearer's heart stops. I don't recall the exact words. But in any event, once the old woman had died, her bracelet would have detached, allowing the killer to easily collect it.
Well, now I want to point two other things out. Clover has been in a nonary game before. Clover would know the rules before they were explained. It could be Clover. Also, she's an axe god. Second thing.
The god of chaos is enraged!
Second thing. Fi was awake before we were awake. I doubt it's Fi, though. She seems too, like, right-hand man. Yeah, I am sus of basically everyone. I'm not sus of Luna. Luna's the only one.
Interesting.
I'm also, like, weirdly not sus of Alice. Like, I feel like Alice is actually just like an Easter egg from the first game. Why?
So that they could participate in the nonary game, I imagine. I suspect the killer was someone who was not originally intended to be a participant. For whatever reason, however, they were willing to go to great lengths to ensure that they were. To that end, they killed the old woman, who was one of the original participants, and took her place.
But why would someone do that?
That? I have no idea. Certainly they must have a goal of some sort. You would have to be mad to choose to come here. But as to what that goal is, and how the killer intends to achieve it, I'm afraid I do not have even speculation.
That's interesting.
Have you noticed something?
Also, wait a minute. In the other route, who did we find dead in the infirmary? Tenmyoji and Clover. I feel like that probably means it wasn't... I'm not really sus of Tenmyoji either. I think Tenmyoji and Clover, if they died there, then maybe they were discovering the bracelet thing, and then they got killed. So... we're probably gonna die soon if I had to field a prediction. We are probably going to die very, very, very soon. Where there's blood all over the old lady's arm, except for right here. Since that's where this bracelet was, then the bracelet the killer stole should have blood on it. Oh, that's a really fucking good... Oh my god! Remember when we saw Tenmyoji and he sprayed the ethanol on the inside of their bracelet? Luminol. That's the thing that was... Anyway, look, I'm making a point! Stop it! That means he's... He knew this whole time.
I got it!
Did anyone have blood? Shit. Phi did not. Sigma did not, obviously. Oh my god. I don't remember.
Right.
But none of us is wearing a bloody bracelet.
Sigma, please tell me you're kidding.
Oh my god. Because he sprayed us with the luminol and we didn't have any blood on it. Jive.
The killer would have, of course, wiped the blood off. Only a fool would walk around with a bracelet covered in blood.
So you're saying they cleaned it?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Daddy, chill.
Have you discovered something?
Okay. I know how we can identify the killer.
Oh?
We just need some of that luminol. It doesn't matter how well they cleaned it. There should be some traces of blood left. Stop it.
Aha, I see.
Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it.
I'm scared.
That could very well work.
Oh my god.
We should have everyone gather in the rec room then. That is where the luminol was, I believe.
Yeah. First, we need to finish looking for Quark, though. We've still got the infirmary and everything beyond the green door.
I don't know.
Once we're done with that, we can head back to floor B to meet up with everyone else.
Understood. Shall we go then?
stop it.
The same as what we found on the other side of the blue door.
Prepare to be amazed.
So it does. The center and rightmost doors both say open. Perhaps the layout here is different.
Whatever. Let's take the door on the right first. Hey, Killer Kitty. We're back at the Golem Bay? Okay, you know what though? We are at the Golem Bay with Kay. Kay looks like a goddamn robot, and this is like the robot lounge. Do not, no. What's this room?
That looks like a workbench of some sort.
Maybe, but what sort of work? Well, we're here to find Cork, not look at the workbench. You go check the far end, alright?
Very well.
Nothing. He's not here either. Hey, Kay! How's it going over there? Kay, can you hear me? Kay was bent over with his back to me, peering underneath the thing that looked like a workbench. What the hell? I walked toward him as I spoke. Hey man, what's going on here?
Oh, nothing.
I bent down and saw he was staring at something that appeared to be a safe. It's empty. Where did we find the injection gun during the other routes? Was it this safe? No, right?
Yes.
Was there something in there before?
No, it was empty when I found it. Yes.
Was it? Then what were you doing staring into an empty space?
I was thinking. Specifically, I was thinking about who opened this safe.
Wouldn't that have been the team that went through the green door? I think that was Dio, Phi, and Clover.
No, that's unlikely.
Why? It's okay. Oh.
It's okay. I mean, I did stuff to check off from the day, so it's ready though.
When we met up with Dio, he told us that he had been in the treatment center. The nameplate on this door says this is the Golem Bay, however.
So you're saying they didn't go here?
I believe that is the case. Which, as you can see, is why I was puzzled.
So if they didn't go to the Golem Bay... She doesn't even go here. That's why none of the robots were dropped. Cork? Also, the golem that speaks to us isn't on the table like he was in the other room.
If Dio, Phi, and Clover did not open the safe, who did?
There's no point in thinking about it. We should get back.
There was another unlocked door, wasn't there?
What do you mean there's no point in thinking about it? Yup. Let's get moving then. No point in thinking about it because we'll be dead. So this is the treatment center, huh?
This is the room that Dio visited.
Don't you think it's kind of strange? Until now, all the chromatic doors have led to a single room each. So why are there two rooms on the other side of the green door?
An excellent question.
We can talk to the others later, I guess, and see if they know anything. Kay and I split up and began to look for places where Cork might have hidden or small holes where he might have escaped through. Oh, this is a fucking escape room. Huh? What are these?
They must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned.
The window's all covered with frost on the inside. I can't see it.
Shall we open it?
Yes, might as well. Have at it.
What?
Cork!
No.
Up to you.
Yeah, do that. Oh no. Hey, Bubble One. His bracelets! It's... oh god.
Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving?
What? I quickly pressed a I need to not read chat. I quickly pressed a finger to Cork's wrist. It was faint, but his heartbeat was still there. He's alive. He's alive!
What a relief. I'm so glad to know he's safe.
But wait, if he's not wearing a bracelet... then that means he's who killed the old woman. Because how is he alive but not wearing a bracelet? Do you understand? Because it wasn't his bracelet. He's in a cryptopod thing. Doesn't that stop his heart? I don't know. Apparently he has a heartbeat. So the bracelet shouldn't come off unless if he's dead. Or it wasn't his bracelet. I laughed out loud and grabbed Kay in a bear hug. Or at least as much as one as I could manage. He patted me on the back and shared what I thought might have been a relieved chuckle. But if he's still alive, why is his bracelet off? Zero Jr. said it would only come off when you died.
Perhaps Zero Sr. took it off?
What?
I have no idea.
And maybe Zero Sr. brought Cork here and put him in this pod thing too. Well, even if he did, we don't have any way to know why.
This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness.
He's sick? Oh no! He has that thing that we saw in the magazine! Future fail. Not cosplay pox. He has the meteor virus. That thing! Quark has COVID. No, not prosopagnation.
Well, how would I know that? In any event, we should return and let the rest of our companions know that we found Quark. I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased.
It could still be Cospox. Yeah, I bet. Do you think you can carry him, or...?
No. I believe it would be best to leave Quark here. As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill. If so, then removing him from the pod would be dangerous. The treatment he is currently undergoing could be compromised. I'll close the pod's cover then. Is that all right?
How about we open the other ones, Kay?
It's fiction.
Yeah. Sure. Wait, I just thought of something. Are you sure he's going to be alright?
What do you mean?
Well, what happens if he wakes up? Can he open this thing on his own?
He'll be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover. So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants.
If someone locks him in, he's screwed?
Yes, that is what I said, but you needn't worry. You see? I have not engaged the lock. Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse.
Oh my.
I imagine the others are already there.
Alright, Tragedy N, you have a good night. This seems like a really good suspenseful time, right? So, our dinner is ready, so I think I'm gonna take like a 10-minute break to go feast, guys. So let's take a break. Everybody, get a snack, do some push-ups if it's late, some jumping jacks, get the blood flowing, and I'll be back pretty soon. So, sit tight.
Where are you?
Another happy customer. no. Thank you!
can hear them. These vengeful voices. All right. Food has been consumed, which means all of the Virtue's last reward stands. Assemble! Senya! All right. I am quaking. We know about the watch. I still stand by what I said. I think we're gonna die soon. Alright, let's see what happens. Right, yeah, okay. Let's go. We found Cork in a pod. I'm assuming Tenmyoji found him. Wait a minute, Kev.
You want water?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You're late.
The god of chaos is enraged!
That was a lot of interesting info, so I'm ready to die via meatball sub now. What are you talking about? No, his job.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all.
This is it?
Yeah. Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
Oh! You mean the two people?
Is this my fate?
You mean the two people that get axe murdered and then chained to a sink in the infirmary aren't the people... Those are the ones that aren't back yet.
No.
Yeah, literally everything that happens launches something, like some kind of...
So, find anything?
Listen, Zanzis, I'm just hyper-aware, okay? Also, if I keep producing theories, then I'm bound to be right eventually. That's my train of thought. Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah? Well, go on, spill it.
You understand?
I explained to them how we'd found Cork in the treatment center.
I see. Oh, that's good to hear.
Jerk, making us all worried.
There is more.
And that is?
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort. As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
Will he be alright?
Yeah, he'll probably...
Probably? Do you even...
Whatever, at least we found him. Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
I said what I said.
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was Quark all you found? The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else.
Yeah, I'll explain that after Tenmyoji and Clover get back, which means I'm never gonna explain it because they're dead. There's something I wanted to ask you about first, though. When you went through the green door, did you search 2 different rooms?
2?
No, just the treatment center.
Huh? I see. Then what was
What do
the
you
other
mean
one?
the other one?
You know, where there's that intersection with the 3 doors. Well, when Kay and I went there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. You guys unlocked the one that went to the treatment center when you went through the green door. The other one...
Who could have opened it?
Also, if they went to the treatment center, then why didn't they find Cork?
Look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Could it have been Zero Senior?
I don't know.
So did you and Kay go through the other door?
Yeah.
What was in there?
Nothing really.
It appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
That doesn't make any sense. So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
Who knows?
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late. Should we go and look for them?
No, there's something I want to check first.
It's never easy with you, is it?
Well, let's get it over with. Huh.
Oh, the luminol.
This is the rec room. Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark.
So why are we here?
Was there something here you needed to see?
I said nothing and instead made my way over toward the cabinet. Inside was the luminol. I reached in and pulled it out and then headed to the light switch and flipped it. Room went dark. I headed back to where the others were still standing.
Whoa, whoa, what is this? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something?
Why, you scared of ghosts?
You're kidding me, right?
Then show me how brave you are. Stick out your bracelet. You too, Fi, please.
Our bracelets?
Yeah. I want to see the underside of them.
What do you mean by that?
I mean the side of the bottom. The side that doesn't have the display on it. Come on. You really gonna make me explain this?
I know what you mean. What I'm asking is what the hell you think you...
Just do it, it's not hard.
Should I also participate?
No, you're fine, Kay. Why? Why is Kay fine? You idiot. Your bracelet is a little different from ours. But I'll join in just to make it fair. What do you mean your bracelet is different than ours? There was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Fi stuck out their arms. I held mine out as well, wrist pointed upward. The other side is attached to the armor. Oh.
This okay?
Yeah. Just hold it like that for a moment. As fast as I could, I pulled the luminol from my pocket and sprayed it across all 3 of our wrists.
Cold. What the hell, man?
Theo jerked his arm back with a shout. I don't see anything glowing. Fi's bracelet is clean. So is mine, of course.
That leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'll explain in a minute. Just show me your bracelet. Is something wrong? Just show it to me. Come on, Dio. We don't have time for this.
Why do I have to do what you tell me to?
Because I'm trying to prove your innocence.
Oh, like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not gonna find it on me.
Then just show me your arm.
No! You don't get to order me around. I have rights!
The fuck? As he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit. He didn't get far.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dio.
He spun around toward the other exit.
Right.
Chop him.
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
All three of us leapt at Dio.
The chaos is enraged!
Ooh! I knew it. His bracelet's glowing. Then that means...
Let me go! Get off of me, you fuckers!
May the light free you from despair.
Well, not really, Spectro, because we've played all this. We got hard locked here because I don't know what the password is supposed to be. But yeah, Dio, it's not looking good for Dio. And he was really suspect in this route too. But I guess you could say I was sus of everybody in this route. Old man sprayed Dio and it glowed, but you didn't know what it meant. Wait, in this route that happened? I don't remember that. Dio, you killed the old lady.
No! You don't understand. This is all some kind of a mistake. Shit.
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story.
As quickly as I could, I explained to Phi what Kay and I had noticed in the old woman's wrist. On the old woman's wrist.
So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
Yeah, exactly. Even if they'd wiped it off, I figured the luminol would still react to the blood. Looks like I was right. We've got you, Dio. You might as well confess. Did Jared frame you yesterday? Well.
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it.
Wow, he's just gonna admit it?
I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Are you Zero?
No. I was under orders. I was sent here to do something.
Oh my god, everyone's so shady in this game. To do what?
Who gave you this order?
I'll die before I tell you.
So your orders were more important than Alice and Luna's lives?
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
That wasn't you?
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
But where do we put him?
Is there a room we can lock or anything?
Oh my god, we're gonna lock him in one of those fucking pods.
Ah, perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods. Once we've locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Oh yeah.
Hey, wait! I'll be good, I promise.
Yeah, I think you're onto something, Kay. Let's go with that.
Come on, please. Hey, listen to me.
We'll let you out when the white doors open. Someone's going to need your bracelet to open up the secondary door.
Don't fuck with me, you guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing. Let go! Let me go! God damn it! I told you assholes to let me go! You can't do this! Stop! Stop! Please stop! Please! No, you can't! Ah!
Open this fucking thing! I said open it, goddammit!
I don't think so.
They're gonna pay for this! When I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you!
So, I guess we figured out who the murderer was. What if Cork wakes up, Dio hears him wake up, Cork gets out, Dio convinces Cork to open his, and then Dio kills everybody, axe murder, rampage style. We found Cork.
Now all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
Yeah.
Why don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there? They may have already returned.
Good point.
Let's go.
Scared.
Huh. Looks like they aren't back yet.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
Aw, man. Now we've got to look for them.
How much time until the white doors open?
50 minutes.
Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now.
Kay and I nodded.
By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about. Yeah. Quark's bracelet. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why?
How should I know?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is.
Pretty much.
I see. That's not good. Without that bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game. We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one...
Oh no, we wouldn't be able to go through the secondary door.
Yeah.
Who would be pairing up with Quark?
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the cyan pair.
Who's the cyan pair?
Clover and Tenmyoji.
Oh god, I honestly don't know what's going to happen.
The 2 people who are missing.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared.
What's going on? Does that mean Clover and Tenmyoji took the bracelet?
Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did.
Then why aren't they back yet?
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door.
What? No, that's not possible. The primary doors haven't even opened yet.
Perhaps someone opened one of them. I don't
How?
know. But it's happened before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door? Someone made one of them open. Perhaps this is the same thing.
But that's against the rules.
Yes, I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter?
What if it's the robot guy that wasn't on the table?
Zero Senior controls the entire game.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero Senior?
It is a possibility. It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
If they did, we...
God of Chaos is enraged! enraged!
If they did, we won't know where they went until the doors open for the rest of us.
So I would assume.
This is still all just speculation, though. Maybe we should go look for them again. One of us can stay behind, so that we don't miss them if they come back.
Okay, I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, all right? Oh, and don't forget to bring Dio with you.
Of course. Well, rest in peace, Fi. You're probably gonna be dead when we come back. This is the pantry?
So it would appear.
Well, looks like they're not here.
When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room.
Not gonna do us any good to hang around here, though. Let's head upstairs.
Very well.
No one here either, huh? Timyoji loves scotch so much, I thought we might find him here drinking some. It was around that time that I noticed Kate was acting strangely. He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that probably would have described as blankly if I could have actually seen his eyes. Hey, what's up? You want a drink?
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask...
Right. Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I'd gotten so used to the suit, I'd kind of forgotten you were wearing it. Clearly. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing anyway? You still don't remember anything?
Well, actually...
Gagged!
I did remember a little.
Oh my god, I'm all ears, please. Really?
Yes.
What did you remember?
My father.
When, Dad, do you remember that? Did it just pop up out of nowhere?
Please, don't joke. This is serious.
Sorry. So, you remembered who your father was?
Yes.
Okay. What about your mom?
I don't seem to have one.
Oh. So your dad raised you?
Well...
Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him. Why do I feel like his dad is going to be Tenmyoji or something?
I was raised in the facility where my father worked.
Oh my god, Baby K is so precious. Baby K.
He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times when he was sleeping. Lowercase k. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. So is this confirming that he's a robot? He's absolutely holding a Zero doll. We develop body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as a part of the family, and in several, the mother, father, and child would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night, they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. Yeah, you might be right, Mars. So for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way toward his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment, before finally responding, okay. I remember to this day how happy I was at the moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather her ID number, they were dashed. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He'd never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of the lab. The robot was very convincing, and she had smiled and spoke as if she was a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot, and it will respond. But in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I'd wanted, I still had the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment, I thought my father had created a new robot, and when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the outside world in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Unfortunately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories about how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to understand what the person he'd fallen in love with had been. Well, that it had been her, and that she was in fact secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started eating together. This is the lounge. I have this feeling what if Tenmyoji and the old woman are Kei's parents? That's my latest crazy theory.
My.
Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. I think he is, Sansis. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father got in trouble too when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made him burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I'd shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before it had just been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. Yep. We've had 0 times where we've been with Tenmyoji. Also, I would like to add that there was a sofa in the lounge, alright? I'm just saying. For a little while, every day, I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. That is the old woman. The jury is not out on if that's Tenmyoji. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tenmyoji. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. That does look kind of like Snake. Can't be Snake, though, because he was reading papers at the dinner table and Snake was blind. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to her death? I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to the facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps I thought I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I'd bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. I was stunned. I was furious with my father and with her, and even with the research I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor and with it the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life? Or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she'd shown me had been real. She'd made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together, but she couldn't. For this sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted, she was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me and hers. She tried to explain that beyond that, we could see was a future where no one would have to die, and I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory. Kay let out a deep, tired sigh.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
It's okay.
Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
So, you remember almost everything. Yeah, Dio killed his mom. But what's weird is, if his mother is the old woman, then why was the old woman killed in the nonary game and not during the research? Shit went down. That's why.
No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events.
Huh?
Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I laid down for a bit?
What's wrong?
I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode.
Are you okay?
Yes. I think I just need to rest.
Okay, take as long as you need. I'm going to look for Clover and Tenmyoji myself.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Kay lowered himself heavily onto the red sofa in the center room. Well, I guess I'd better get moving then. Oh god, I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Phi. Shit. She found them. What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either. Damn. Where's Kay? You decided to split up?
Well, not quite. Sorry, Mars. It looks like you're actually Kay. I knew it. This is why you said to trust him. The K-Lay.
Oh my goodness.
Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in.
What's up with him?
I guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted to rest for a bit.
Is he alright?
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. I'm sure he's just tired.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling?
What?
I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game, and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I've managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolutely no sense. The more I try and figure any of it out, the more I feel like my brain's just gonna melt and turn out my ears, or run out my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions that we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole nonary game thing for? What is Zero Senior up to? Hell, what about who Zero Senior is? The rabbit said he was one of us, but... Do you think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed them. He said he was ordered to do it, but... And there's more too. What about the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? Hell, what are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you, Phi.
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
No, that's not it.
I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
She trailed off. So I think Phi is the only other person that was kidnapped the same day as us.
came from the hallway.
Watch out for her. Let's go have a look.
Oh my goodness!
There's nobody here.
Maybe they got on the elevator.
Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs.
Oh god.
Thought so.
Let's go. Which way? Where do you think they went?
Let's just head for the green door.
Why?
Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are.
So?
You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
They're fine. Tenmyoji or Clover wouldn't... Oh, probably made that noise. Well, maybe both of them. But... I don't think they'd hurt Quark or Dio.
Are you sure? Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth?
Are you serious? You're gonna believe him?
Doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Alright, fine. We headed to the first pod. I cracked open the top and lifted it back. Okay, so... if Quark wasn't there, I was gonna assume that Tenmyoji killed Clover, redeemed Quark, and was headed to the number 9 door, but he's here, so... what does it mean? There was Quark, sound asleep.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing. How about Dio?
Let's open his. I mean... he deserved it.
Take away the bodies.
What the hell?
Check his pulse.
It was pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did anyway. Yeah, he's dead.
Look. The oxygen level for his pod says 0%.
That means he asphyxiated. Status dead. That would make a great emote. But why?
Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels.
Who?
Look, we should go tell Kay about this.
The god of chaos is enraged! Also, picture of the lion eating the sun. I see you.
God of chaos is enraged!
Come on, let's go.
Without waiting for me to follow, Fi turned and ran off. I took a deep breath and followed. What if Kay is a lion under that armor? Yeah. The bracelet was on the pod. It was like next to where he was. Fi and I burst into the lounge and ran up to Kay. Kay, wake up. Something's happened. When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook. He twitched and quickly sat up.
What is it?
We explained about how we'd found Dio dead, and how it looked like he died of asphyxiation. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen of his pod to 0.
What? But why?
Just saying, Cork could have done it.
I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him, if he was the murderer?
The only people who could have done it are Clover and Tenmyoji. And Cork. It so could have been Cork.
There's also Quark.
Thank you. The more we hang out with Vi, the more I think I'm realizing that she's kind of Kyoko, and I live for it. Because whenever I'm like upset about something, she just like says it.
Now do you understand?
Like she's aware. That's impossible. Are you suggesting Cork woke up, opened his pod from the inside, killed Dio, and went back to sleep? Yes.
No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility. So just, you know, take it into consideration.
Well, in that case, Fi, I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Me?
Yes, you could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
Yep, that's also true. But I don't think so.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up. They never did though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys. Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
She went on to explain about the sound we'd heard.
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were—
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything?
Nope.
In any event, we don't have a great deal of
How
time
come
to
Kay
discuss
doesn't
it.
sus Sigma? Because after Kay went to sleep, Sigma could have gone and done it. Oh crap. We've only got 7 minutes until the primary door is open.
Alright, let's get back to the Floor B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there.
Oh, but where is Dio's bracelet?
Huh?
You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. Fi and I are the magenta pair.
Shit. You're right. Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
Well, back to the pods.
I fear not.
Then we need to hurry. We'll drop by the treatment center on the way back and
All
grab
three
the
of us
bracelet.
don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
Alright.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point, White Beast. Yellow bracelets? Are these Alice and Lunas?
Yes. Without these, you would be stuck, so here you are. Please, take them.
I grabbed the bracelets and shoved them into my pocket.
Alright, let's get going.
Shit. They're not here.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said.
With Quark's bracelet?
Or
what? Oh, come on, man. You better not give me that maybe they're already dead crap. I've got enough of that from Dio. You've got to be kidding me. This isn't funny, Fi. If you're right, then you, Kay, Quark, and I are the only people still left alive.
Hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive too, but...
We heard a noise and turned.
I apologize for keeping you.
Did you get Dia's bracelet?
Well...
Oh my... What?
Technically, yes, but...
Huh?
Best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What? Oh no.
What the hell?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why? There's no point.
I can't say for sure, but if I were to guess...
This is over. Bye. Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
With a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
Ifrit?
That means Kay and I will...
Oh no. Shit. You're gonna...
When the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone is left outside after they close, they'll be penalized.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes, you're gonna be...
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those.
Oh, that's so sad.
So just...
Fuck that. You know I can't just ditch you guys like that.
But if you stay here, you'll...
You think I don't know that? What kind of a monster am I to just leave you here to die? God damn it. This was bad. What was I gonna do? I needed to calm down. I just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had... What? They don't even let you... They don't even let you go through the door? What? Oh, wow.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry!
Well, now we need to start a whole... Oh, no. Oh, hey, Hydreigon. So now...
Thank you.
And now we go back to what? This is gonna go all the way back to the first time that we played the Ambidex game with Luna. Wow. So we're gonna go all the way back and take Fi's advice to betray her.
Look at me.
I don't want to betray her, but I feel like we kind of have to. Take care, Hydreigon. Hope you're doing all right. Ah. I'm proud of you. Go get it, girl. It'll be interesting, though, going into this, because we know a lot of information. First of all, Dio cannot be trusted. Yeah, we're going to betray her from the very beginning. Also, I kind of sort of trust Kay. This is so dramatique. Oh, God. All right, let's see what happens.
We don't have time to talk about this.
Let's go break her heart. Oh, my God.
Choose betray.
What? You're kidding. You really want me to betray Luna?
We don't know if she'll ally or not. If we choose ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed. That's a loss of 2 points. You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2?
What kind of idiot do you think I am? It's 1, obviously.
Exactly. If our BP gets down to 1, it's over. So...
What do you mean it's over?
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Just press the damn button!
No. You're hiding something. Yeah, you've been suspicious from the get-go. Remember when this first happened, I was all about sussing Fi. I mean, how'd you know my name? Or how about when we found that old lady's body? You didn't even blink. Almost like you knew she'd be there. Look, I don't want to believe it, but did you... Are you?
Fine. If you won't do it, then I...
Don't think so. I'm not gonna move until you give me some answers. If I don't do anything, it'll just vote ally for us anyway. So let's hear it. What are you hiding? What's "it's over" supposed to mean?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
When your BP hits 0, you die. That's what I meant.
1. Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
I know, Luna's so nice. She's so nice.
Thank you for your participation.
Look at me.
Ambidex gates now opening.
As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the monitor, shoving and pushing to get closer. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him feel like that? Were you really telling the truth? If our PP hits 0, do we really...
Well, you chose betray because of what I said, right? Don't worry. You made the right choice.
Ah! You better not have lied to me, so I choose betray.
Well, 0 will tell you if I lied or not.
0?
Yo, what's up?
Oh my god.
Siggy! But no! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Have you played Epic 7, Ifrit?
You'll see in a minute. Let's go, Sigma.
Also, oh, that was a dig at Steven, and I didn't even. Hey, Fi, hold on. Damn it.
Good. Looks like you're all here.
Finally, let's get ready to rock!
Ambidex game!
Oh my god.
Round 1! The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Luna. So, did everything else play out the same? Dio and Cork betrayed Tenmyoji. Kay and Clover betrayed Alice. Sigma and... Yep. So Sigma is the only different one. What's interesting about this now, though, is that there's 3 people with 1 BP. That is so bad for round 2. Because that means any of these people with 6, all they have to do is betray somebody that they get to ally with them. And they get out. And then we get a bad ending. Straight up, Cork and Dio have 6. That's like... That literally spells out... That literally spells out that we're gonna get nothing but bad ends. This entire path. See this? Bad. It's gonna be 2 bad ends.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Sigma?
Oh, Luna, I'm sorry!
Why did you and Vi do that? All we had to do was choose ally 3 times, and we could all escape together. After this, we only would have needed 2 more rounds and we would have all had 9 points. But now why?
I hung my head. There's no way I could look at her in the eye and try to explain what I'd done.
It was me. I told him to betray you.
Oh, Fi's gonna own up to it?
What?
There's a way to get out faster. If you're successful twice with betray, you'll get 3 points each time, which gives you 6. That means you'll have 9 BP after the second AB game.
I know that. Is that why you chose betray? So you can escape before the rest of us?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to get out first or anything. Just wanted to have a little leverage.
How is leverage supposed to help you?
Well, I was planning on getting out of here with everybody else, and
You're lying.
Yeah.
What makes you think I'm going to believe that?
Their eyes met for a long moment, and all I could see in Luna's was sadness and disappointment. Fi opened her mouth and shut it again and moved away.
I can't do this.
Look, I love Luna, alright, you guys? This is not me.
Look at me.
I'm not, look, you guys know that in my heart, I chose Luna first, right? We didn't betray her the whole time and we got a pretty good route. She still died, but we got a good route. We need more wine to do
Look
this.
at me. How dare you?
Where are you?
Only good route is everyone alive. Well, I hope you plan on choosing Cecilia for the web event for the near future. Okay, so can we talk about how I thought today was Saturday again, and I didn't do any arenas, any raid. I literally told myself that this was Saturday again because I have tomorrow off. That is how delusional I am. I'm just gonna Banshee hunt in despair now. I was about to apologize to Luna when...
Hey. What were you thinking?
Honestly, Alice, I'm so happy to see that you're alive again.
I'm sorry, Alice. I didn't think you'd choose Ally.
What? You really think I'd betray you?
Well, no. That's what I thought at first.
But Kay told you to choose betray, didn't he?
Yes, I did. I was sure you would vote similarly.
Okay, so Kay is so shady when it comes to voting time.
Are you listening? I'm not going to vote betray against Clover.
Is that so? You never considered that we might choose to betray you?
This conversation happened the first route that we did. Like, when we chose Ally with Luna. We got a very similar thing. Actually, in the first route, we heard Dio and Tenmyoji arguing with Quark. We got a little bit of this last time, just a tiny bit. Do I reckon that Alice's necklace would be heavy? I don't think so.
What?
Also, Steven, is it just me, or does Kay sound a little bit like Ifrit? I'm gonna just throw that out there.
Clover would never choose that, of course. But what if I was your sole opponent? I understand it might seem strange of me to say this, but who would trust a man who hides his face? If I were in your position, I would be quite certain my masked opponent would choose betray.
Well, but it wasn't just you. Clover was there too.
Yes, she was. But if I'd chosen to end an argument by force, do you think she would have had any chance? I was certain you'd choose betray for that very reason.
So that was why you did it?
Yes.
After he explained his thinking to me, I thought he had a good point.
This is so shady.
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game.
Well, you've never survived to the next AB game, Alice, so we'll see what happens. That was when I finally noticed Dio, Cork, and Tenmyoji.
Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust that kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much. You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
So in this route, you don't get to hear the whole thing about Cork and Tenmyoji. Very interesting. May I ask what you make of Dio? Well, we found out in the other path that he killed the old woman, so he's a piece of shit. It looks like things hadn't gone down as planned for the other teams either. Nonetheless, we all seem to have reached some sort of truce.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Yeah, I don't trust Dio from here on out.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are. So, let me just close them.
The Amberdex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Amberdex game will be the Moon round. Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Cards? Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore since they've got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now,
You'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
You know what I'm thinking too? What is Dio's motive for being there? Like, he was not supposed to be in the AB game. Because he didn't have a bracelet. So he killed the old woman and he took her bracelet to play in the game. But why?
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on! Of course. You could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth and back and forth and you're losing points. After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5, round 100, round 2000. You might even go all the way up to round 24,009,004,897.
Oh yeah. I know, Steven.
Please hurry. It's urgent.
You're precious, but...
Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
How dare you?
Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people exactly.
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you. There is one thing though, Siggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
What? What do you mean?
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
But, wait, hold on a minute. Do these things even come off?
No, yes!
They do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
Wow, it's been so long since we've heard Cork speak.
Well, there's 2 ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way? Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, B.O. I think you already know.
That is such... Of course he already knows, because he already killed the old woman and took her bracelet. Kevin. You okay?
Oh my.
That is a very subtle hint that I didn't catch at first.
What?
So the subtle hint was they are asking Zero how to take the bracelets off. And Dio goes, hey, focus, how do we take them off? And Zero just replies, oh, Dio, I think you already, or oh, Bo, I hope you already, you would already know that. Because he killed the old woman.
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do.
Oh, well. I see. It's easy.
You have to listen to the rabbit again. Poor Kevin, do you need to lay down?
Nothing to it, really. You die.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right? Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep when someone dies on a TV show.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round. Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Yeah, Alice and Luna.
Next round.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything? Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game. There. That's pretty clear, right? If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tenbioldi. Or Alas. Or Mooney.
Oh, because they have 1 point. Because they have 1 point. Okay, I was gonna say... Alice and Luna have died on every path so far.
Or maybe everyone?
Okay, well that does not bode well.
What?
Why? Yeah, why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized. Just like when you break the rules.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
So, Fi had been right. But how had she known before Zero told us?
I see. Alice, Luna, and I only have 1 BP.
I don't know.
That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well...
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair.
Understand?
After all, it's not like anybody else knew. Right? Right, Fido?
Yeah. I guess so.
I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape. Secondary chromatic doors could be opened by any number of people so long as you had the right bracelets. The bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building or your heart stopped. If your BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you.
Oh, one last thing. The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green. That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
But wait! You've already got those bracelets! Have a look! The color's changed, hasn't it?
Yeah, it did change. Mine changed from red to cyan.
Me too. Mine's cyan now.
Mine too. Wait, I guess the colors weren't the only thing that changed. It switched from pair to solo.
You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair.
Mine is now a solo as well.
Yep, looks like mine's changed too. I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm still a pair.
The 3 of us seem to be magenta now as well.
I'm yellow.
Alice, Clover, Sigma, Trio Chan. Wait, do we get to do that?
And it still says solo. Fi, you and Dio are yellow now too, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that means we can't go through the door.
Looks like I'm a pair.
When did they change?
Back when the AB gates closed.
We haven't been with Clover any of these runs either, I don't think. Clover and Tenmyoji and Cork, they're all like total mysteries. I wonder what would happen if you go with Cork in the first round, if that's even possible. Yeah, we wanted to go with Clover, but Kay stopped us.
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything. Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
What?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good from here, right? I'll never see you guys again. Did you really think I was gonna cry? Suckers! As if I'd cry over you dummies!
What the? You fucking dick.
You mad? Anyway, good luck. I may be gone, but I'm always watching. Maybe I'll see you again someday. Have a nice tragedy.
Anne.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Who are you? Yeah, looks like about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking. And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up.
5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
Moto? Welcome back. There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Oh, he's gonna go through all this. Yeah, we did this at the end of our first stream episode of this game. So this is just recounting when Sigma got kidnapped. You know, this is probably a detail that is not intentional, and maybe it's just in my head. But he just mentioned that his teacher was Buddhist. Kay is dressed in robes that look kind of like a Buddhist monk. It's probably nothing, but I'm just gonna point it out.
Oh my.
There was also the whole detail that he had just gotten broken up with by his girlfriend. That might be significant, but I don't know how. Well, it's really hard to say, Mars, because we don't know where they're from. Like, apparently Sigma is American. Yeah, I know, this angle. Ah, Ifrits. Or should I say, K. If I made a K command, what would it be? But have you considered using Archdemon Mercedes? Yeah, Ifrit, do you have any Buddhist robes? Asking for a friend. It's plaid. Like a true New Englander. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it and stood up straight and headed off. How's it going? You guys find anything?
Hello, Mr. Sigma.
Nothing yet.
Well, Alice, Clover, and I did go over this room quite thoroughly. I doubt you'll find any hidden hallways here.
Why are you back here then?
Well, I was concerned about the lady you found.
Ah, you mean your mother.
Who would do such a horrible thing?
Dio.
Given what we know so far, you're the most likely candidate.
Fly, please. Why would I kill this woman?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the evidence points to you right now. If we find more evidence in the future, that could change.
We were so busy earlier that I never got to ask, but do any of you know who she is?
Beats me. I've never seen her before.
I don't know her either.
Neither do I. Well, I suppose I might have known her before I lost my memories, but there's no way to know, is there?
Why would you say that?
You still can't remember anything?
No, not even a little, unfortunately.
You better be telling the truth about this amnesia stuff.
Are you suspicious of me too, Sigma?
Suspicious? Have you looked in the mirror lately? You might as well have suspicious tattooed across your forehead.
If someone ran into you on the street at night, they'd probably pass out from fright.
Or maybe even during the day.
Hey, Joel. This is not an RPG, no. This is a visual novel with puzzle escape room elements. And I say that, and we've been playing this for a little over 3 hours now, and I haven't done a single puzzle. It's all just been novel.
Oh. I'm so sorry. I apologize for my frightening appearance.
I don't know that it's less puzzles, it's more novel. Like, way more novel. I mean, it's not your fault, right?
No. I suppose not. Well, I assume not, but...
But what?
I'm not sure why, but none of this feels particularly strange.
Because you grew up here.
The mask and the suit, I mean. In a way, it almost feels natural. I don't feel as though I was forced into it.
Are you saying this is how you always look?
No, I don't think that's it.
This might be a pretty obvious question, but is there any way for you to take it off?
No, I've tried several times, to no avail. I honestly don't even know where to start. Ah, but there is something I'd like to ask of you. There are parts of the suit I can't see. Could you have a look and tell me if perhaps there is a switch or something similar?
With no further warning, he removed his robe and turned his back to us. It took no time at all to find something of interest. There's a hole on here on the back of your head.
Hole?
Yeah, looks like you insert something. It says open. So maybe if you put some kind of key in there. I'm just saying, this looks a little bit like that injector gun that they find, like that could fit in there, but I'm probably wrong. There's probably like an actual key that fits there.
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
I see. That's excellent news. We just need to find whatever it is that goes in there then. Thank you. I feel somewhat relieved. I was beginning to fear I might have to spend the rest of my life like this.
Wait, a minute ago you said that it felt natural.
Well, it does. But that doesn't mean I want to stay in it forever. Imagine having glasses, for instance. Wearing them doesn't feel strange, but you'd hardly want to wear them all the time, forever, would you? That's what wearing this suit is like.
Yeah, let me know, Pablo.
Well, I think that's enough about me. Should we move to the next room now?
No. There still might be something here. I'm staying.
Me too.
I see. Well then, I will move ahead and see how our companions are doing. What do you intend to do?
I think I'll be moving along too.
Where do you plan to go?
I was thinking maybe I'll head to the lounge.
Very well. I shall head for the crew quarters then, until we meet again. Excuse me.
Kay's robe flowed silently around him as he turned to leave. I made my way out of the infirmary behind him. It's the same number as 999. Yeah, so there's just way more novel then.
Oh, Sigma.
I mean, the novel stuff is my favorite part, so I'm fine with it.
Perfect timing.
You were here earlier, right?
Yeah, I was. Phi, Luna, and I were the first.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like, a secret pathway or something.
You really think that's the kind of detail I would have neglected to mention?
Anything else, then? Anything out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary? Well, I mean, everything about this room is out of the ordinary.
How about this?
Isn't that obvious? You know, as much as I don't want to doubt Luna, it is weird that there's a lunar eclipse and her nickname is Luna. Oh. Hi, Viscard. So, if I had played with the normal mode, I would have gotten more details, kind of thing. It's an astronomy magazine. Apparently it's got an article about a lunar eclipse. It says it's going to happen on December 31st, 2028.
This New Year's Eve, then?
Yeah. 6 days from now.
Wait, what did you say? What do you mean 6 days?
Well, today's Christmas, right? So...
Wait a minute. When were you grabbed?
Did you hear me? On Christmas. About 2 or 3 in the morning. Wait, did they pick you up on a different day?
Yeah.
I was abducted in the middle of the night on December 22nd.
What about you?
I think it was the 20th.
Uh-huh.
Then we were all taken on different days.
Maybe they kept us on a Soparil IV drip or something?
In theory, you could have everyone wake up at the same time if you got the dosage right.
Then today might not even be the 25th.
I think that's likely.
Yeah. Some of us were probably abducted after you.
guess that explains why I feel dizzy.
You too? I felt disoriented since I woke up. My body doesn't feel right.
Maybe it's because we were asleep for so long. Your muscles start to atrophy if you don't use them.
Then... what day is today?
Beats me.
I have no idea.
They slept all the way to Easter? Well, what about you guys? Was there anything interesting in the crew quarters or the infirmary?
Nah, nothing in the quarters. Oh well, there was a book about a cat.
A cat?
Yeah. Something about a cat in a box and whether it's dead or alive.
What? Oh my god, crazy shit must go down if you go to the crew quarters first.
Oh my god.
But who's the cat in that situation? The old woman? Or is it referring to Alice when we find her dead? Or Luna? Or Cork? Schrodinger's cat.
Didn't make any sense to me, though.
I'm sure that's what it's going to be based on. Well, it doesn't really sound like something that's going to help us get out of here.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
How about the infirmary? Find anything interesting?
Well, actually there was one thing.
What?
I wasn't trying to hide it. The right moment to mention it just never came up.
You don't need to apologize, just tell us what you found.
Well, see for yourself.
A newspaper article, it looks like.
Yeah, it was in the safe in the infirmary.
Let me see that. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
What the hell? What's Radical 6?
Just read the article.
I saw it and began to read. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Do you think we're in a quarantine facility?
You mean you think we got infected with this Radical 6 thing? Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, we don't know anything for sure.
For sure, Zanzas.
But look at us. We seem pretty healthy. Admittedly, I don't know what the symptoms of Radical 6 are, but if it's killing people worldwide, they must be horrific. Now, just look at this soft, lustrous skin.
Queen.
This perfect, shapely face. Does this beauty look like something infected with an awful disease? You want to touch it, don't you, boy? I can see it in your eyes. Go on. Try.
Alice. Oh my god, white bees.
Hi.
Well, I'm feeling a little weird.
That could just be from sleeping for a couple of days. Or maybe it's a side effect of that drug. Besides, if this is where they ship people to quarantine them...
You might be onto something,
Bubble
One.
People? This thing is killing people all over the world, right?
Highly, relevant to the stream.
So why would there only be 9 of us here?
Yeah, I guess you do have a point.
Think about it. Zero is forcing us to play this nonary game. Why would the government quarantine people and then make them play a game?
Also a good point.
Yes, it is.
So you're saying there's no connection between our abductions and this virus?
Probably not.
Well, it's still something we should remember, I suppose. I mean, even if we're safe here, our friends and families are still out there.
That's true. I hope they're all right.
Wait a minute. When did this virus actually show up? I've never heard of it before.
Neither have I.
Me either.
So what day is it? If this Radical 6 killed hundreds of thousands of people while we were asleep, just how long have we been here for?
I don't think you'll be able to just puzzle that out. If we want the truth, we need to find more information.
Okay, I think I'll go look around a bit more then. I've already spent plenty of time here anyway.
Alice and I are gonna stick around. You know, just in case you miss something. Don't really feel like I can trust your eyes.
Whatever. I turned and headed for the exit. Huh. So these are the crew quarters, huh?
Oh, Sigma, what are you doing here?
Hey, come on, man, don't be like that. We aren't enemies, are we?
Huh, I wonder.
What happened to you, Tenmyoji? You've been acting weird ever since we found that lady's body.
Oh, you think so? But you sure it ain't just all in your head?
Fine. Let's move on to something else then. You and Cork. Is he your, grandkid?
Why do you want to know?
Why? Well, I mean, why do you think? He keeps calling you Grandpa. Of course, I'm gonna wonder what the deal is. We all got kidnapped and brought here, apparently for no reason. Now they're making us all play some sort of weird game. I'm just trying to find a little meaning in all this nonsense. That's it. So tell me, Tenmyoji, are you really Cork's grandpa? Clover. Luna.
Sigma, where'd you come from?
Do you not want me here?
No, it's okay, I guess. I just thought Tenmyoji was the only other person here.
This is the crew quarters. I came here with Clover and Tenmyoji. We decided we'd split up to investigate.
Huh. Makes sense.
Zero.
So you find anything? What? Which one?
No, I meant I found 0 things.
What about you? Anything
I didn't
suspicious?
find anything either. Although, I guess you could say this whole facility is suspicious.
Yeah, you got a point there. Why do you think Zero put all these puzzles and stuff all over the place?
Well, maybe solving all of these puzzles is part of the nonary game.
Really? I thought the notary game was a couple of rounds of the AB game. Why would he need the puzzles and stuff then? Well, what is the nonary game then? Yeah, why won't you answer, Clover? Or should I say Axe God? Why is Zero making us do all this?
Well, this is just, speculation, but maybe it's for entertainment. So rich, powerful people can watch.
Entertainment?
Yes, they're probably off in an opulent theater, watching us struggle while they drink brandy and eat caviar.
Oh, you think so, huh? So some rich bastards killed her off for kicks. What kind of a death is that?
Well, maybe her dying didn't have anything to do with the rest of the game.
No, Kay was right. If her dying wasn't part of all this, the rabbit would have said something. But what we get? Nothing. Just tells us to keep playing and disappears. I can only think of one reason he'd do that. Murdering her was always part of Zero's plans.
So, okay, this is an interesting little bit of dialogue because Dio said explicitly someone told him to kill the old woman. Yet they're assuming that this is Zero's plan. Then whoever told Dio to kill the old woman is Zero.
Now, if you can think of another way all this fits, well, I'd love to hear it.
So you're saying that Zero Senior is the one who murdered the old lady?
Yeah, it sure looks that way.
That means there's a 7 in 1 chance anybody could be the murderer.
Wait.
Well, Alice and I can't be Zero.
Okay, I'll let the I part go. You're gonna have to give me a little to convince me that Alice can't be Zero.
What? Come on. Alice and I know each other. Well, how do you know each other? I guess you could say we're co-workers.
And where do you co-work?
An organization?
Uh-huh.
That's kind of vague. What kind of organization?
The Future Foundation? I've already started thinking about that.
That's... I can't tell you.
What? What do you mean you can't tell us?
I mean, I can't tell you. Just forget about it, okay? Why can't you tell us? Because it's confidential. I promised I wouldn't tell.
Oh, come on, don't give me that. Look around you, Clover. You really think this is time for playing it close to the chest?
Yeah, but what if the people you work for have something to do with what's going on here? Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should tell you.
Finally.
Hey, sorry to butt in, but it's time to go.
Why would you interrupt us there? What time do you... Oh, shit. It's past time. We gotta go.
Huh, you think?
Oh, I guess we'll just have to continue this later. We need to get back to the doors.
Guess you're right. Let's go. We get to choose our party now. No, we don't. No, we do not.
5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Ugh, you're late. What were you doing? An apology is not going to cut it. I can't go through that door without you. Zero said we'd get penalized if we didn't go through the primary door before it closed. Are you trying to kill me?
No, of course not. I thought you didn't need a partner to get through the primary doors, though.
Are you kidding me? Think it through, Sigma. Yes, you can go through the primary door by yourself. Now, you're standing in front of the secondary door. The time limit comes and the primary door shuts. Now what? Now you're stuck is what? Without the right number of bracelets, the secondary door won't open. Do you understand?
I'm gonna have to make that a voice line.
There'd be no way to open either door, huh?
I can't resist a good do you understand. It's not my fault. It's just the way things have to be.
Man, that sounds even worse than getting your lungs turned off.
Sorry for worrying you, Quark.
Did he just say that? He literally died because somebody turned off his oxygen. I swear, this game, every little fucking thing that the characters say, I'm just like...
Do not understand.
In any event, now is hardly the time to be fighting like this. As you can see, the primary doors have already opened. We must hurry and decide who will be going through which door and with whom.
So, how should we pair up?
We're almost out of time. I'll just explain it as fast as I can. Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
The options laid out for us were the following. Option A, Alice and I, Cyan, would pair up with Luna Yellow and go through the green door. Tenmyoji and Quark Magenta would pair up with Clover, Cyan, and go through the blue door. Phi and Dio Yellow would pair up with K Magenta and go through the red door. Option B, Alice and I would go with K. Tenmyoji and Quark would go with Luna. Phi and Dio would go with Clover. Option C, Alice and I would go with Clover. This is the Clover route. This is absolutely the Clover route because we went through the other doors on the other paths. Myoji Quark go with K. I Dio go with Luna.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Okay, so who's gonna go where?
I'm not going with Kay. I had enough of that last time. Thank you very much.
Oh dear. Seems I'm not wanted.
I'd like Luna to come with us.
Huh?
Huh? Me?
Need someone gullible for the next round?
Hey, shut up. Aren't you my partner?
Maybe. But I don't want her to think that means I agree with you.
You betrayed me last time, Phi. And Dio, you betrayed Tenmyoji.
Ah, come on! Didn't I tell you? It was Quark who...
Dio! Stop saying that!
Anyway, Phi and I won't be choosing Betray this time. Your BP's 1 right now, isn't it? If you chose Ally and we chose Betray, what would it be?
-1. I'd die.
I didn't want to say it straight out, but yeah, we're not gonna go that far just to get out of here, right, Phi?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's so trusting.
Then I'm going to take a chance on you.
Luna, are you sure about this?
Yes. I've made up my mind.
Then that means Quark and I will be going with Kay.
If they made a Final Fantasy about Luna, she'd be the summoner. Yeah, but Phi owned up to it for us, White Beast, so we didn't have to deal with that.
Look at me.
Since it looks like Alice is pretty determined.
Yes, I am.
Look at
Then I get to
me.
go with Alice again. I'm totally good with that. What I did to Alice last time was really bad. I want to try to make up for it.
So we're going with option C then? That means each group is going through a complementary door. Sigma, Alice, and Clover are going through the red door. Tenmyoji, Quark, and Kay are going through the green door. And finally, Dio, Luna, and I are going through the blue door. Any objections?
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
If there were any objections, there was no time for them.
Let's go!
The announcer's voice filled the room as we ran through our
3,
doors.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Huh? Is this a dead end?
There are 3 doors, but it looks like they're all locked.
I wonder what this thing does.
Well, it's got a lever.
Can you pull that, Sigma?
Sure thing. Huh? That's interesting.
It opened the door on the right.
That seemed kind of weird. I mean, why just that one? What about the other 2?
Details, details. Hardly seems important to me. They gave us a way forward. I say we take it.
So I have a feeling... We've got the escape room portion coming up. I'm kinda tempted to leave it for tomorrow since it's already after midnight. What do you guys think? Because I'm not sure if it'll let me save in the middle of the escape room. But like, we'll definitely play more tomorrow, so yeah. Yeah, I think my ability to focus is waning, so I would probably prefer. Yeah, I don't have work tomorrow, but my ability to focus is kind of waning because I'm getting tired and we've had a few glasses of wine, so I'm like, let's cap it there for the night. And tomorrow, we're gonna play more Zero Escape. So let's plan around it.
I'm so excited!
Yes, me too. It was a good episode, though we didn't do any escape rooms. It was just Novel City. I'm fine with that. I love the novel portions. Everybody have a great night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what else we're gonna play.
Bye now.
Probably Epic 7, Zero Escape, and then like maybe Among Us at Night. That seems like a nice little like tentative thing. But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow, everyone. Take care.